Sorry, my city computer disconnected. And so, hi, happy New Year, Daryl, Emily, Sylvie. Sylvie, sorry I didn't get back to you. I will. And Susan, and is that Laura?
Yep. Yep.
Laura. So,
I think we lost Adriana.
Works. Okay. Oh, looks like Patty is joining us.
Okay, everybody. Let's see. We have. Did you hear from Shauna?
I didn't hear anything.
Hey guys, there's a car honking. Is that one of your guys's? So Paige is coming,
Yeah, she said she'd be here, so.
and then okay, so we need those.
We have a quorum.
We do have a quorum. Awesome. Okay. Cool, Lonnie. That's so cool. Oh, you're in the shop. Okay. What if you want to kick off the meeting? You can do that.
Oh,
There's a page.
traffic's bad. All right. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Happy New Year. And yeah, we will kick this off. Calling this meeting to order, January 8th, the Lakewood Arts Commission. And first order of business, approval of the minutes from December. Do I have a motion to approve?
I move we accept the minutes as is.
Anybody
I second.
Thank you. All right. December minutes are approved. Okay. And first order of unfinished business is our public art policy presentation. Lonnie, I think you presented that on December 11th. All right. If you want to speak a little bit about that.
Oh, in the meantime, I will let you know that Lonnie did an awesome presentation, put a lot of work into it. There you are. There we go. Did an awesome job and put a lot of work into it. And that on January 16th, Lonnie will be going back for the final approval. And then if do you want to say any other comments the city council had about the policy?
Oh,
You know,
sorry.
the council,
we can't hear you guys. You're very quiet.
oh,
Can you hear me now?
Really good. I've got a
Yeah,
car
that's
honking in the background.
all right. I'll hold my phone a little closer to my mouth. No, you know, the presentation went really well. The one minor edit that came out of it is that I don't have it in front of me, but the section where it's about like acquisitions, you know, if somebody wants to give us artwork and the section about memorial artwork and all of that, we added an extra word in the title. I apologize. I don't have it in front of me right now, but you know, it's acquisitions, commemorative donations or something. But otherwise they fully accepted what we proposed. So I anticipate that next week when it gets put in front of city council to be officially approved, that there won't be any issues or concerns with it.
Awesome. Thank you, Lonnie, for doing all that.
Yeah, of course.
The detail. And then we're moving on to the Public Art Committee, and I'll let Emily read who won the trophies for the Christmas parade.
Yeah. All right. So Parade of Lights, the trophy winners, our most spirited was Clover Park School District. The best theme was a tie. Cub Scout Pack 32 and Troop 436. Best theme. Oh, wait, was that all one? Okay, so it looks like a tie for best theme. It was Cub Scout Pack 32 with Troop 436 on a float. And they tied with Jeans Towing. And then most original, it was a tie. Northwest Trail Riders and the PNW Broncos. Awesome. Very cool. And then judges. The judges were Earl and the other judge was Daryl.
Yeah, special thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Signal box wrap. So Sally, that was something Earl can't be here tonight. So that was something you were going to
And
present.
for everyone, Stellar, Lonnie.
Oh, February meeting? Okay. All right. So since Earl can't be here tonight, we'll move the signal box wraps discussion to February. All right. So rotating artists. We have Ron Snowden from January 3rd to March 29th. That reception for his art show is March 18th from 4 to 7 p.m. So let's put that on everybody's calendars.
Yeah, please put that on your calendar. We're finding, it's really important to have the Arts Commission there to mix and mingle, possibly find new Arts Commission members, and just to support our artists. He's really well known, and Lonnie helped him with all his art, so it's at City Hall now. Probably you've seen it, Susan, and those who are there. Do you have any questions about his reception of his art?
Can you say the date again, please? Emily?
I'm sorry, Sylvie. March 18th from 4 to 7 p.m.
March 18th.
I do have a PowerPoint to show of art that's been submitted to date, because we did the call to artists, and then I just had some individuals submit it because Grim advertised it. So I could take a minute and just share my screen and show you the art. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I just open it up, is it going to show, Nikki?
You have to click share screen at the bottom, the green share screen on your Zoom. I think it needs to be replaced because it's on her laptop. So I think there's something wrong with somebody in there.
So the caveat is Earl did an amazing job. He did submit a whole PowerPoint of all the possible locations, but we'll wait till next time to go. Oops, that's his. That's weird. Okay, let me go to a different place because my computer lost a connection with, I said get somewhere else.
Just water, but I figured I'm gonna fill it up so it doesn't, I mean, Is it, so I was building. All the way over, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, can everyone see that? Can you see this okay?
No, we can't see it. All we see is your files. You might want to stop share and then reshare again.
Yeah, we can have. You know, we can. You have to get in. Yeah. 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 Oh, yes, it's the 8th now.
I know, oh my God. I want to go face to face.
He might be.
Or I can't get my whole screen to come up. There we go.
Try sharing again, yeah.
You spent. It's.
There we go. Now we can see it.
Sorry. Okay. So these are the 2024 routes to consider. This is Gail Gray. She grew up in Lakewood. She's a Tacoma artist and she does graffiti art. This is just 2 of her pictures because I did a whole Word document that I'll show you next. Because she has a lot, but this gives you a flavor for it. We don't have a lot to choose from. And then this is Brett Carlson. So he was the only one that submitted something that was military focused. But again, we have like 4 artists, so for some reason people are not submitting art. And this is another one of his pieces. I don't know how it's going to translate digitally because his art is not digital. And then this is Christine Ward Westfall, and she has submitted art before. And this is her water lily and lavender field. A tiger and turtle. Okay, and then we have another artist, Colin Dixon, who just submitted this flower, which is beautiful, but a lot of white, looking the signal box. And then this artist submitted work before, so this might look familiar. Tiny Winkle.
That's pretty.
I like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Right.
Frog.
I'm sure this is supposed to be night, right? So, that's that. So I'm gonna stop. Do you want to see any before I go to Gail Gray's work? Again. Okay,
No, I'm all set.
So, here we go. Can you see that okay?
No, we can't see it.
You can?
No, all we see is your files. There we go. Now we see it.
It's so hard on my little laptop. I don't have a mouse. Okay, so Gail Gray grew up in Lakewood, went through the Culver Park School District. This is a series called You're Not a Wallflower. They're all original. This is more from that series. Different takes on it. This is a Liar Liar Pants on Fire series.
You.
This one comes in many different colors. I just picked those two. This is a Knock Knock series. Kind of the whole Knock Knock is there. And this is just for fun series. It's called Smile Graffiti.
Yeah, that one. Right, very pretty. Yeah, unlike anything we have right now. Yeah, that modern. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask that. I don't think we have any other like graffiti type art on them. Is that correct?
No, we didn't.
I like that.
Very, very, very cool, very modern. He's doing that. Writes at your wand, Laura. Yeah, somebody drives by. Yeah.
So, any comments, and talk nice and loud about any of the art where you're like, yes, I want that, or let's revisit everything, or one or two that you like.
I like the graffiti ones that are really colorful, especially this time of year, you know, just to make you happy driving down the street when you see those. It's nice. And then it's different because it's graffiti. Abstract. Yeah.
I like the graffiti. I agree with that. And I like the wallflower one too. I think that's a really interesting piece and an interesting message. I like it.
Anyone else?
And I like the artist that you said, but you were worried about how his stuff would translate.
Oh, the flag.
It's like, yeah, or collage or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think that's really interesting work. I'd like to know a little more about that.
Okay.
And I have a little bit of a segue just to throw out here for the board. We had the artist a couple of years ago who did the painting class at our retreat, and he's a realist. Susan, I'm blanking on his name.
Travis Frizzell.
Yes, and he's military, right? And if I remember right, he had some pieces that he showed us from his portfolio. I mean, I seem to remember something, a piece with like an army boot and a flag.
No, you're talking about Charles Burt.
There we go.
Charles Burt.
Yeah, total, like
Yeah.
incredible realist painter.
Yes.
I think it would be interesting to reach out to him to say, hey, what do you have potentially for the JBLM box?
Well, I think that would be a marvelous idea. I mean, I see him almost every day because he's always at Lakewood painting. So he's great. Yeah.
I mean, he may want to create a piece, or he may already have pieces in his collection that would be, you know, suitable. I mean, I'm not trying to rule out this other person either, but you know, it just occurred to me that he had pieces. I remember seeing that when he showed us his portfolio stuff.
Yeah, he has a lot of great work. So you want me to talk to him?
I
Sally?
would, I do.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, okay.
And just to piggyback off of that, Bill can't be here today. But he did say that he thinks it is Joint Base Lewis McChord, but it was previously Army and Air Force. And he would like to see two separate signal boxes to kind of represent those branches.
Charles is Army. So,
So are you saying Army and Air Force,
Force.
Army and Navy? or-
Yeah. Yeah, he thinks it would be nice to honor each one, have their own.
yeah. I actually have to say that Charles was just up at the Museum of Flight because they're doing art now as well. And he came back with some wonderful paintings of fighter planes.
That would be cool.
You know, my question is when you have someone who paints, it's not easy, as Sylvie knows, to turn it into digital art. And we really need these artists to be able to do that.
Yeah, I did think that Charles would have a problem with that. He's quite versatile.
Oh, he wouldn't have a problem.
He would not have a
Good,
problem
good.
with that. No.
Okay, great.
He does other media as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's circle back to the flag. Does anyone else like that military flag that was submitted? Or are we just like, it's a maybe because we want to see from Charles Burt what's going on?
Yeah.
Maybe we revisit everything next
Yeah.
meeting. Okay, we'll still be gathering. Okay, I think if we have an absolute no, then that's good. I'll put that down. Or if we have an absolute yes, we'll put that down, and then we'll just keep revisiting and have more art to compare it to.
Did you send us the artists that we can look at them individually?
Sure.
Email?
Yeah.
And also on the graffiti, I have a concern that that's gonna promote tagging because it's graffiti. So if another graffiti artist, and there's plenty in the Tacoma area, see it, they're gonna most likely tag it.
Tag the graffiti.
The one
Tag
artist
other
does-
boxes.
No, tag the graffiti box. But if we choose that graffiti artist,
There are
Well, the
some-
whole idea is that if it's busy, that people don't tag.
it's graffiti art, so there's always a competition. It's just a thought.
What are other people's thoughts? I see what you're saying. I don't know that much about I see what you're saying. They'll see it as competition, like, hey, this is my territory. But some of it just looks like a pattern versus graffiti. Like this one to me looks like a pattern.
I think it's worth giving it a try. I mean, our investment in it is really not that big. And maybe this is going to show other graffiti artists that they can be presented on other signal boxes. I don't know. I might be naive in that, but
well,
could
I
be
think
worth risking.
it's also a little dangerous to eliminate one whole art medium. So, anyhow,
My first impulse is I think in line with what Emily said. It looks unlike anything we have up there, and it looks really cool and modern to me personally. So I would vote yes.
yeah, I think we should look at it. I do, because there's some fabulous graffiti artists out there.
Does that mean that we're opening it up to other graffiti artists? Are we gonna like put the call out for graffiti artists to submit?
I don't know if it's actually.
No, we aren't pinpointing graffiti artists. We have done a call to artists, so it's whoever
Yeah,
responds to that call.
Yeah.
Just art that.
Yeah.
And this happens to be just someone that responded to the call.
It would be great if others submit, right?
Adriana, what are your thoughts?
I can see both, I guess, both sides of things of what Sylvie's saying as far as it's kind of opening it up to other graffiti artists saying, hey, okay, maybe that's open for me to do too. But at the same time, I think it's great. I also don't think a lot of times graffiti artists think that there's opportunities like this to submit their work, because usually people see that as more of a nuisance than artwork. So I wouldn't be opposed to opening it up to other graffiti artists to say, hey, there is an opportunity for you. I think there are a lot of graffiti artists that are looking for opportunities. It's just us putting it out there to them.
So tell me more about that, because this is a call to artists. So a graffiti artist can respond. This one did. But we're kind of saying we should open it up to more, but it is open.
And somebody else can speak on this too. I guess I just feel like I'm thinking about even other spaces like in Tacoma that was specific for graffiti artists. I think a lot of time the community looks at it again as being more of a nuisance and not artwork. So I think it's more or less them needing to know that this is an opportunity for them, if that makes sense.
I think we should open it up to more graffiti artists in the area, and maybe the marketing department can put a call out on IG, and just because the word will get out, and then you'll have more submissions that we could choose from.
So did you say have Bryn put a call out, or did you say IG?
No. Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram.
Now, artists love Instagram.
I have a question. This is Patty. So are you just putting out a call to artists for whatever their artwork may be in whatever medium?
Yeah.
Because that's my interpretation. I wouldn't think that you would specifically call out for, hey, graffiti artists. Because that's very different, and it's a definite art form that I think is obviously can be controversial, but I would hate to rule that out also. And I don't know, for these boxes, I just think you're calling out to artists, and however they interpret their medium is how they interpret it, right? There's nothing
I would kind of
specific.
agree, because if we put a call out specific to a type of artist, then they're going to expect that the boxes will be wrapped in that person.
True,
spectrum.
but like Adriana said, or I can't remember who said, I think it was Adriana said, that graffiti art isn't always perceived as being an art form, and graffiti artists don't feel like they have a platform, so they probably wouldn't normally do a submission for something.
I know, but I just don't know if you would want to call out, say, hey, graffiti artists. We just say artists of multiple types of, whatever your form of artwork is, kind of thing. Because there's a couple really awesome, they're murals, but they're definitely graffiti style in Tacoma that I really like. And it's been years and years, and they're not tagged. So I do feel like there's a mutual respect within that community of how their art is out there. So I guess what Lonnie said too is, well, I would like to, maybe if we could just try it. If it's something that looks problematic, then maybe come back and address it that way.
And if we just put something very modern and graffiti style on one of our wraps, that will speak volumes. We'll see that.
Right, that's what, yeah. And so they'll see that style is out there, and that maybe they could submit it, and then you don't have to call it out specifically, raising more issues that maybe potentially could not be there.
You just say all styles accepted, and maybe you could even do it like a little montage showing the ones that are on.
We've already done the call to artists. We can do another one, but she's put it out twice. Obviously, we need more. But so what I'm hearing you say is, we could perhaps, if it's voted on, try this, see how it goes, And then if we decide we want to later do a specific call to graffiti artists, we can do that, but let's use this as a trial situation. Is that what I'm hearing?
You're kind of muffled out, so we kind of missed a little bit of what you were saying.
Nothing important.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, Sally. There's like some kind of a audio loop that's going on with your voice. Maybe there's the
Sounds like-
audio.
Underwater.
Yeah, there's an audio button maybe that I can't put my finger on what's going on. Original audio.
I think you said that if the commission votes on it, put it on there, put it on a box, try it out, see how it goes.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Sorry, are you circling back to me?
No.
Is that better?
that-
Okay, good. Okay, sorry.
Say that again?
Is this better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that is better.
Much better.
What you
Yay.
doing?
Yay.
Audio victory.
So can you repeat the last thing you were saying, Sally?
So I was saying briefly, I was just repeating what I heard. Am I hearing that if people want to vote on this and they like it, we'll do it as a trial? Then if it works well, we can do a specific call if we later decide to do that to graffiti artists, or we can just be like, this is a one time, this didn't work, it's getting tagged, we're getting bad feedback. Is that what I'm hearing?
They say we think so.
Yeah, they're putting, if we do pick an art form like that and put it out there, that'll set a little precedent. And get the ball rolling.
Well, and
So I guess what I'm hearing here is we're getting a little bit more adventurous as a commission in terms of trying to vet and see what's out there and what artists in the area are interested, especially in the Lakewood, Pierce County community. Is that correct? We are kind of entering into a new realm for this commission, don't you think? I don't necessarily see that as controversial or anything like that, but we've kind of played things pretty much down the middle up to this point, and you know, once we go this route, it may be not that there'll be consequences for it or anything like that, but it'd be a new realm for us, and it opens us up to you know, maybe some criticism with people who are not really all of that adventurous in their depiction of artwork. That's just my opinion. I don't have any real strong opinions one way or the other on graffiti. I think it is an art form, a very expressionistic art form, by the way. But it is for a community of this type. Kind of a reach to say, okay, all right, we're gonna push the envelope a little bit, and you know, we talked about in previous meetings about quality of artwork and decision making of that kind. I think we're entering a new realm here, and I'm okay with that, actually.
It reminds me of our retreat.
Well, you know, Sally, that's a good point. The person who did the presenting, he did open us up to some new ideas, and perhaps a hesitancy or fear. Really, there probably is less to worry about than we think there is. So that I'm thinking for 2024, that might be something that we take a look at. Things that we traditionally thought maybe would not be as palatable in this community. Maybe we need to revisit that. I don't know. What do you guys all think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Go, Daryl.
The artists are in our community. They're doing the work.
Open mind.
Yes,
Open mind.
absolutely.
well, and as Lonnie pointed out, from a financial standpoint, if we do a graffiti wrapped box and it ends up attracting taggers and, you know, boxes get tagged, the financial losses for having to redo the box are not that great. So
Has any box ever got tagged?
We did have one box that got tagged slightly. But it was pretty easy to clean up, so it worked out really well.
So do you want me to go through these one more time? Or do you want me just to email them out and make no decisions? Are you wanting to make a decision tonight on one of these pieces or a recommendation to present next time when the others are there? How would you like to proceed?
Will you email them to us so we can look at them again?
Maybe in the February meeting.
It wasn't ready to go. Yeah.
So the caveat, in total transparency with this artist, there are some that are completely inappropriate. So I just picked out the ones that were just really, no bad words. Let's put it that way. Adriana, we can't hear you.
You weren't meant to. I said I want to see bad word ones.
Yeah, and I'll talk to Charles as well and see what he'd like to show us. That would be nice.
But yeah, if we have some kind of a directive, Sally, like here's the art that we're considering, pick 3 or top 3. Like I appreciate directives like that. So then we can reply all and with our choices. And then once we get to these meetings, we can be a lot like more ready to go.
Yeah, and I feel like we have so few artists to choose from. I'm not sure what's going on. So we'll still be in the collating art phase. So please spread the word. Please keep your eye out. Send me links to art you like, artists you like.
I'll advertise at Pierce. Students came back for winter quarter this past. I'll advertise to Pierce, and maybe there are some current or prior military that are in our art programs. So
I'll also attach when I send the call to the artist.
that would be awesome. Thank you.
And it really does specify student that we would like student art.
Great.
So we can still submit names or?
Sure, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That winter's not a great time to do it. I would say we can through March, we can collect artwork and then hopefully we'll have enough by then.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, that's it for that. What's next, Emily?
All right. So I believe the final piece of unfinished business is MLK. Pull up there we go. Yes, from the Performing Arts Committee, the MLK video review and proclamation.
So I'm just talking about the proclamation. Kimmy and I accepted the proclamation. I think it was last week at the last council meeting, and Kimmy Ginn, I think that's how you say her last name. She gave a wonderful little speech about the importance of MLK and the series that's coming up, and she was very excited about it. The council seemed to be excited about it, and so the marketing department at City of Lakewood just posted an ad today saying when it's gonna start, which is next Monday, and I'll start with there's 3 videos. One is child and the other 2 are youth. So it's gonna start with the child, and actually Daryl's in it. He's the adult in the video, and he did a great job, as did 7-year-old Christian, who did just a really great job. And it really showcases the city of Lakewood very well in this first video, I believe. And the MLK committee, including Deputy Mayor Moss, stated that it was the best series so far of the 4 years. So I'm excited for it to air on Monday, and the other two videos it'll be one every week the month of January and then that will lead into Hidden Heroes, which is something the marketing department does. The other two videos are youth, high school age, and they're very impressive young people. They had a lot to say, and it was really hard to cut them down to the minutes allotted for the video. But they're all very well spoken, and it's a good series. So yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, go ahead, Sally. Cool. Great. Thank you,
Well,
Sylvie.
just thank you, Sylvie. Sylvie worked so hard. And she's such a professional in what she does. And it's a special way of highlighting her community. So great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. There's a big game. Are we ready to go watch it?
Yes, go. Go
All right.
Dogs.
Thanks, Sally. You sounded much better. I'm glad that worked out.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Audio.
Mystery solved. That only took a month. Okay, well, everyone, we'll see you next month in February. And I'll be sending you this email to look at all the art.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Go dogs.